Welcome to The Explainer. If you're a business owner running a successful, growing company, chances are you've recently hit a bit of a wall. Scattered data, lost applications, and just chaotic internal processes, these are all glaring signals that you've simply outgrown your current setup. Here at Live Shuffle, we see this happening constantly. When the pain of that daily chaos finally outweighs the comfort of the familiar, you absolutely need a digital foundation that can actually handle your growth. So that brings us to a really crucial question. Do you grab a ready-made CRM or do you build a custom one? Now, I know there is a massive temptation to just buy an off-the-shelf solution for a quick, easy launch. But let's say you're scaling a very specific niche, like, say, a dental clinic. As we're going to explore today through our Live Shuffle methodology, that quick fix almost always conceals some pretty serious long-term limitations.
Okay, let's quickly map out where we're going today. We're going to cover 1. The CRM crossroads. 2. The ready-made trap. 3. The custom advantage. 4. Designing your system. 5. Building and launching. And lastly, the final choice.
All right, Section 1, the CRM crossroads. This is where you have to choose your path.
Basically, you're looking at two totally distinct paths here. On one side, we have the boxed or ready-made CRM. Think of this as a universal, one-size-fits-all solution with fixed functions. On the other side, we have the custom CRM. This is a tailored system, built from scratch to map perfectly to your specific, unique business processes. It's the difference between buying a suit straight off the rack versus getting one custom-tailored just for you.
Moving on to Section 2, the ready-made trap. Let's talk about those hidden costs. Standard platforms basically force your company to adapt to the system's logic, rather than the other way around. And what happens when you do that? Well, you end up with tons of unnecessary features and a really clunky, inconvenient interface. Even worse, trying to customize these box solutions for small or medium businesses often requires really expensive modifications. Sometimes getting what you actually need is technically impossible without completely overhauling the platform's architecture. And the ultimate result? Your employees just start bypassing the system entirely and go back to doing things manually.
Furthermore, if the system runs on an external server, you fall straight into the trap of provider dependence. You are entirely at the mercy of forced updates, changing subscription tariffs, technical support limitations, privacy policy shifts, and even limited API availability. Honestly, relying on a third party like this completely handcuffs your ability to scale safety.
Which brings us to Section 3, the custom advantage. This is all about scalability and control.
I really love this quote because it captures the concept perfectly. You do not adapt to the system. It is built around your business. A custom build completely removes that provider lock-in. You decide when to update. You aren't constantly paying ongoing subscription fees per user, which we all know add up fast. Because the system is built for you from the ground up, it flexibly adapts to any future internal changes and external market shifts.
Section 4. Designing your system. Let's look at the transparent sequence behind building this out.
A clear development sequence is amazing because it allows everyone, developers and the client, to monitor progress. Here are the first 4 design stages. First up, analysis. We dive in to study your business structure, find the weaknesses, and conduct workshops to develop a shared vision. Second, technical specifications. This is where we outline the exact architectural, integration, and security requirements to avoid any costly rework later. Third is design and prototyping. Using tools like Figma, Mockups, or Sketch, we visualize user scenarios so workflows can be tested before a single line of code is written. And fourth, UX/UI design. The system gets a concise, attractive interface matching your brand, ensuring your employees can quickly learn and actually want to use the tool.
Now for Section 5, building and launching. Let's deploy this platform. This is where we move into the technical heavy lifting with the final 4 stages. Stage 5 is coding. Developers use modern languages like JavaScript, Python, or PHP, and frameworks like React or Laravel alongside robust databases like PostgreSQL or MongoDB to build a truly high-performance system. Stage 6 is testing. QA engineers rigorously test for security and robustness under heavy loads to eliminate any bugs. Stage 7 is release. The system is deployed to your servers or the cloud, data is migrated smoothly, and your users are fully trained so your business isn't disrupted for even a minute. Finally, Stage 8 is support. Specialists stick around to perform updates and ensure the system scales right alongside new market conditions.
And finally, Section 6, the final choice, making a strategic investment.
The biggest takeaway I want you to remember from this explainer is this. While custom systems undeniably require more upfront time and resources, they are a true investment in the intellectual foundation of your business. They completely eliminate those ongoing per-user subscription traps. They give you total control over your data and security, and most importantly, they provide an unmatched competitive edge. Why? Because your software is doing exactly what your unique business needs it to do, without a single compromise.
So, I want to leave you with a final, provocative thought to help you assess your own operations right now. As your business scales, will your software adapt to you, or will you be forced to adapt to your software? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep building and keep scaling.